the only two things you can control are your thoughts and your actions. That's it. There's nothing else that you can physically, mentally control.
Focus on your relationship with your body, because if not only if you can't feel like compassion towards your body and care for your body and safe in your body, it's about spending time alone, but it's also about feeling safe in your body. Is like, I feel safe enough to spend time alone. And also I feel safe enough to spend time alone and bring my awareness into my body and kind of like let my belly out a little bit and play with different postures and move in different ways. Maybe it's dancing, maybe it's breathing, maybe it's singing, maybe it's doing yoga, maybe it's doing karate. But if you can focus on your relationship with feeling safe in your body, then you're going to attune your understanding of like, okay, what's actually happening? What is a real threat? What isn't? What's my nervous system doing? Like, and then we're talking about increasing your vagal tone by just bringing more awareness and practicing that relationship, because your vagus nerve is what basically sends most of the information from your body and like your organs up into your brain, right? So we want it to be like we want it to be strong. We want to practice using it. So if you can practice using that, then not only do you increase your self-trust to go through difficult things, and maybe when one person is saying something and you're perceiving it as like, if it was hair loss, there's something wrong with you, or you should have regrowth, or you don't look the way that you're supposed to look. You learn to separate what they're saying with what's true for you, because probably what's true for you is that deep down, deep down, you know that you look fine and you are loved and everything is okay. And it may not feel that way right now or often, but deep down, you know that it's there, or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be listening to this. So focus on that. Focus on like your relationship with your body. How do you feel towards it? How do you feel in it? How much trust do you have within yourself? And what do you need to increase that self-trust and increase that comfort? And whatever it is that you need, go and do it. Go and find it.
When you're grieving from a loved one passing, the pain that you feel is unlike any pain that you experience on earth. It's a very, very different and very special type of pain. There's times when the pain will hit you so hard. The crying is from so deep within that it will almost leave you gasping for air. Like you feel like you want to suffocate because that pain is so deep and there's just no words to describe that pain. As a widow and feeling the heaviness and feeling the deep grief and the mourning, the hurt, the overwhelmingness of having a 3, a 4, and a 5-year-old and knowing I am not only their mom, I am their sole provider. They don't have a dad anymore on this earth, and everything now rests on my shoulders. To say that the world felt heavy doesn't even begin to describe how I felt. There were not even times where I could take it even day by day or even hour by hour. Sometimes you have to take it minute by minute. And I think something that I've really learned is there's no shortcut to grieving. We can either go through it or we're going to always go through it, because I think at times we try to bypass it. What can I do? Tell me the steps that I can do to hurry up and make this pain go away because I don't want to feel this. Or naturally, our bodies are designed to keep us out of danger. So our bodies will try to respond or do things to prevent us from feeling that pain, to numb out. But the thing is what we prolong only comes back, and we have to go through it a lot longer. And so my advice is to give yourself permission to be where you're at. Give yourself permission to feel what you feel. Let your experience become sacred to you. It will not feel sacred for a while. It will not feel holy for a while. It will feel like the most horrible thing that you have had to endure and go through. But if you will allow yourself to give yourself grace and take it moment by moment, minute by minute, hour by hour, and eventually day by day, you will be able to walk again and to be able to get to a point to where you'll be able to look back and see beauty through the heartbreak that you're experiencing currently.
Yeah, run in the opposite direction as fast as you can, because it won't change. It just will not change. You know, narcissism now, as a therapist and coach, narcissism and, BPD, borderline personality disorders, they are very, very difficult personality disorders to help, especially narcissism, because quite frankly, a narcissist won't go and seek help because they don't think there's anything wrong with them. It's everybody else, it's not them. And you're so worth much more than what you're putting up with now, because you are putting up with it. It can't be a happy life, because the narcissist fuel is all about making you miserable and controlling you. I mean, I know, as bonkers or as evil as that might sound, that's exactly where they draw their strength. It's quite interesting, middle-aged women or, midlife women and what have you. The lot that I encounter are so scared of being on their own. Really scared of being on their own. But I can just tell you, in 27 years of marriage, okay, it wasn't all bad, because then I'd be some sort of masochist. But I was never more alone than I was in that marriage, or more lonely.